Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to send automated emails to real estate Facebook leads. So are you also running a real estate business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm running a real estate business and I'm promoting my business with the help of Facebook lead ads. And I wish that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically my lead should receive an automated email so that I don't lose a connection of my lead. For this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to send automated emails to real estate Facebook leads. So I'm running a real estate company named Prime Properties, and to promote my company, I'm using Facebook lead ads. And now I wish to create this automation for this company only. So to create this automation, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to send automated emails to real estate Facebook leads. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have triggered an action in this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. By this, you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now I'm going to select my trigger application, which is Facebook lead ads, because I want that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new lead instant because I want that Pabbly should instantly capture the response of a new lead. And then we are going to click on this button which is connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. And now it is asking me to select my account. So I'm going to select it and click on continue. So as soon as we are going to click on continue, you can see that we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. And over here you can see connected. And now it is asking me for the page name. So as you know, the name of my page is Prime Properties. So I'm going to select the same over here, which is Prime Properties. And for the lead gen form, I'm going to select it as contact form because I wish to create this automation only for this particular lead gen form. So if you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen form or your desired particular form. So this is my particular form, so I'm going to select it and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission /record. So in order to capture the webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And in order to do the test submission, we are going to open a new tab and then we are going to search for Meta for developers. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to open Meta for developers. And over here you can see that this is the landing page of Meta for developers. From here we are going to go on more and then tools. Then we are going to scroll and select lead ads R2 debug tool. And from here it is opening my lead ads testing tool. So we are going to select the page and the form and then we are going to do a test submission. So we are going to select the page as Prime Properties and the form as contact form. And then we are going to click on preview form. And now it is asking me to fill in these details. So I'm going to fill in these details. So first it is asking me what type of property are you interested in. So I'm going to select it as commercial. And now it is asking me the full name, email, phone number and city. So I'm going to fill in these details. For the full name, I'm going to keep it as demo user. So I'm going to enter it. For the email, I'm going to keep it as demo@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, we are going to enter the phone number as this. And then for the city, we are going to keep it as Bhopal. So I'm going to enter it and then we are going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of our submission or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of our submission. Over here, you can see what type of property are you interested in is commercial. Full name, demo user, email demo@pabblytudes.com. The phone number that we entered and the city that we entered. So with this, our trigger step is successful and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select it as Gmail because I want as soon as we receive a new Facebook lead ad, automatically my lead should receive an automated email so that I don't lose a connection of my lead. So we are going to search for Gmail right over here and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as send email. And then we are going to click on connect and again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Gmail. And now after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on continue and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also do the same and as soon as we are going to click on continue, you can see that we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So we are going to map this. Mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically our details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead received. So I'm going to give you an example that if I'm going to enter the recipient email address, suppose demo@pabblytudes.com manually, then it will not change with every new lead received because I have entered it as manually and this is a static information. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping. So we are going to map the email address. So as you can see, this is the email address. We are going to map it. And now it is asking me for CC and BCC. So we are going to leave it as blank because these are not the required fields. And now it is asking me for the sender's name. So I want to keep the sender's name as static only. So I'm going to enter it manually. So as you know, the name of my company is Prime Properties. So I'm going to keep this same name as my sender's name. So I'm going to open my workflow and then we are going to keep the sender's name as Prime Properties. And now it is asking me for the email subject. So I want the subject to be find your dream home with Prime Properties, and then I'm going to map the name of my lead right over here so that each of my lead receive a more personalized mail. So I'm going to map the name. For that, I'm going to search for name, and as you can see, demo user. So we are going to map it and then we are going to put an exclamation mark. And now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to, so I'm going to leave it as blank because this is not the required field. And now it is asking me for the email content type. So I'm going to keep it as plain, and now it is asking me for the email content. So I want the content to be hello lead name. So we are going to map the name of our lead right over here. So I'm going to search for name, and over here you can see demo user. So as you can see, now it has become hello demo user. Thank you for your interest in Prime Properties. We saw you submitted a lead and we are excited to help you find the perfect property. So over here you can see residential, commercial or rental. So I'm going to remove it and map the property type my customer wants, which is commercial. So I'm going to map it, and now it has become we are excited to help you to find your perfect commercial property. At Prime Properties, we understand how important it is to find the property that meets your needs and goal, and the rest of the mail, sincerely the Prime Properties team. So as you can see, the rest of the mail is same. I have just mapped the details of name and the property type. So now after mapping the email content, it is asking me for the file name and attachment. So we are going to leave it as blank because these are not the required fields. Now we are going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response which says result status sent. So this means that we have successfully sent a mail to our lead. So I'm going to open the Gmail and check that if we have sent it or not. So I'm going to open my mail, and yes, you can see that we have received a new mail. Find your dream property with Prime Properties demo user, and the rest of the mail is same that we entered. Over here you can see the mapped details, that is the name and the property type, which is commercial. So with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool. We are going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, because otherwise you'll not be able to create a new lead or preview the new form. So again, we are going to select the page as Prime Properties, and then for the form we are going to select it as Contact Form. Again, we are going to click on Preview Form to do another test submission, and now it is asking me again for the details. So for the what type of property you are interested in, we are going to select it as rental this time. And for the full name, I'm going to keep it as test user. For the email, I'm going to keep it as test@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to keep it as this. And then for the city, we are going to keep it as Indore this time. So I'm going to enter it. And now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our lead to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent a new mail to our lead. So I'm going to open the mail and check that if Pabbly has sent a mail or not. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my Gmail. And yes, you can see that we have received a new mail which says find your dream home with Prime Properties test user. So over here you can see just the name has been changed, and also the property type has been changed, which was commercial before and now it is rental because I have mapped it. So with this you can see that the rest of the mail is same, and with this our workflow is successful. So I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For our trigger application, we selected Facebook lead ads. For the trigger event, we selected new lead instant. For the action application, we selected Gmail, and then for the action event, we selected send email, because I wanted that as soon as a new Facebook lead ad is received, automatically my workflow should be triggered and a new mail should be sent to my lead so that I don't lose a connection of my lead. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the two mails I sent during this video. One to demo user, which was the property type of commercial, and the another one to test user. Over here, you can see the name and the property type as rental. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.